Average Joe's is pleased to announce the return of Growmaster as their official Season 2 series sponsor, and their continued support is greatly appreciated. Through many years of both hunting and raising deer, the folks at Growmasters have determined that the best way to attract deer is with scents that they can't resist to keep them at your mineral sites. So, they formulated a great flavor that deer will love. This gives them the time to get the vitamins and minerals that they need. Growmaster also has meaning. Their product is the leader in the use of all-natural organic dewormer, and as much as they love to hunt, they also love to see their local herd strong, healthy, and growing big. It is their mission to help you do the same. Mention Average Joe's Sim Racing League when placing an order for 2 40-pound buckets and receive a free hat. Happy scouting and hunting from the team at Herd Health Wildlife Products and the Growmasters brand.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here tonight with the Growmasters Average Joe's Sim Racing League. Tonight we're here at Talladega for the College Prep System 180. And folks, we got some information here tonight. Tonight's College Prep System 180 is powered by collegeprepsystem.com, the all-in-one platform helping students gain speed on the road to college. From elite SAT and ACT prep to scholarship matching and one-on-one mentorship, they give students every tool to stay ahead of the pack. If you've got college goals, they've got the roadmap. Check out collegeprepsystem.com and start your run toward victory. Big shout out to tonight's league race sponsor, collegeprepsystem.com. Now that that's out of the way, folks, practice is rounding up here right now. Looking like top of the board, we have Willie Smith. No shock there. I tell you what, if it's got 4 wheels on it, Willie Smith's going to be out front. And it looks like practice is over. And, folks, it's time to jump into some qualifying action. But first, we've got a brand new intro video to debut to you. Check it out. Coming out of turns 3 and 4. Chad White on the bottom. William Duff on the top. Checkered flag in the air. Who's going to win? It's William Duff. No, look out. He just junked it. Look out. Oh, my God. World's #1 streaming service. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. On the call tonight. On your feet. Off your seats. It's about to go green. And we're back here at Talladega. Figured we'd debut that new video there for you guys. Our friends over at Juicy Spider Studios set that up for us. Head on over to X, formerly known as Twitter. Best way to contact them, folks, at Juicy Spider. We can search some Juicy Spider Studios. Best in the business, folks. They can help you out with 3D animation, videos, all kinds of cool stuff. If it has to do with graphics, JS Studios is the way to go. But qualifying action has started. Right now, we are on board with the #1 machine. And, folks, that one is John Sheen. Let's jump around the field a little bit here, see who else we got out on the track. A good turnout here tonight. I'm counting about 35-plus cars here with the Growmasters Average Joe's Sim Racing League. Right now, you're looking at Douglas Ivy out of Laurinburg, North Carolina. All kinds of trucks out here as these guys rip it around here at Talladega. In the chat, we've got Co-Ambush, Connor Gerard, myself, all kinds of fans tuned in here tonight as we're just getting underway. And ladies and gentlemen, if you would, click that like button on the video and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. We are 10 subscribers away from the 1,000 mark, and boy, would we love if we could get that before the end of the holiday season. But, folks, as these guys continue to qualify, not much to watch here. We're going to jump on over to our Hutchinson Motorsports TV side-by-side cam, and you're not going to miss a lap. We'll be right back for the start of the College Prep System 180.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds.
JS Racing, we're in the game.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
And we're back here at Talladega as qualifying continues to roll out. Right now, top of the board, Akari King Wright sitting in the pole position. Again, looks like a great turnout here tonight. I'm counting 39 trucks right now. 37 have made a lap, and we got 2 more that have not, including Brian Matthews out of Winter Garden, Florida. He's out here going to lay down a lap in that number 28. But, folks, let us know in the chat who you pulling for, who you want to win this thing. We've got a fan of the 52 out there. That's Eric Herman pulling for the 52 machine. Let's see how he's doing. That's Joshua Holt qualifying in the 18th position right now. Let's see if Joshua Holt can pull one off for the fans watching here tonight as Akari King Wright holds on to the top spot for now. Qualifying's about over, folks, so he might have this one in the bag. Brian Matthews looks to be the last one to make a lap. We're on the HMS TV nose cam, and checkered flags in the air. It's official, folks. Quick time, Akari King Wright going to kick off from the pole position here in the College Prep System 180. That means one thing, folks. It is time to grid up and get going here on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Trying to find a good view here, folks, for us. Let's give us a minute. We're just going to have to settle for this. So we got the new grid. We're going to get rolling, and we're going to find some tunes to play for you and get going for tonight's Average Joe's Sim Racing League race presented by Grow Masters. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Kick back and relax. The Grow Masters Average Joe's Sim Racing League with the College Prep System 180. Tonight's starting lineup is as follows. On the front row in the pole position, the number 12, Akari King Wright. On his outside in the 51, Stephen Blevins. Row number 2 on the inside in the 43, Ryan McClurg. On his outside, the 62 of Jonathan Dominics. Row number 3 on the inside, it's going to be the 14 of Kean Fry. On his outside, the 28, Brian Matthews. Row number 4 on the inside in the number 5, Terrence Murphy. On his outside, the 6, Douglas Ivy. Row number 5 on the inside in the 13, Frank Chavez. On his outside, the 10, Justin Day. Starting in the 11th position in row number 6 on the inside in the 91, Stephen Linger. On his outside, the 99, Kevin Burns. Row number 7 on the inside, ladies and gentlemen, it's the 8, Michael Harrington. On his outside, the 2 of Michael Weaver. Row number 8 on the inside, you've got the 3. He's one to watch. He's fast every single week. Ladies and gentlemen, last week's winner, Willie Smith. On his outside, the 7 of Brad McGee. I'm sorry, Brad G. Sorry about that. Row number 9 on the inside, gonna be the 94 of Fred Chase. On his outside, the 07 of Wayne Graves. Row number 10, going to be Joshua Holt. On his outside, Justin McCurdy. Starting in the 21st position, Brian Day on his outside, the 25 of Chris Mackey. Jumping on back here to row number 12, you got the 33 Dallas Hall and the 1 of John Sheen. Row 13, John Stapleton, Austin Oliver. Then we jump back to Dan Adams, Nolan McClurg, Joshua Fonstock, Blake Hewlett, and many more, folks. We're not going to get through them all here. If I didn't say your favorite driver, folks, it means one thing. It means they're slow. They're in the back. They got a lot of work to do. Take a look at the board if you want to see where your favorite driver's starting, because they're definitely not in the front if we didn't say them. Nonetheless, the field is set. We are ready to roll with the college prep system 180 here at Talladega. Going to be 70 laps around the super speedway of Talladega. Field is set. We're ready to roll. It's going to be Blevins on the outside, King right on the inside. We appreciate you folks tuning in here tonight. Be sure to click the like button on the video for us. Subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Help us out here, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We are ready to roll. Pace car is in. Field is set. These fans are up. They're on their feet. They're off their seats as we're rolling into the Juicy Spider Restart Zone. The Grow Masters Average Joe's Sim Racing League is ready to roll. Green flag in the air. Stephen Blevins on the high side trying to take over the race lead from Akari King Wright. Looks like Blevins has some help there on the outside. The 62 of Dominic's is paired up with him. Door to door through the field here at Talladega. No stages here tonight. Nothing but clean and green racing, hopefully. 39 cars signed in. We got a few of them way in the back, off pace already. That's Brad Lawrence in the back here, so let's drop to the back of the lead pack. Jeffrey Petty in the 37th position out of Fayetteville, Tennessee, tries to hold on to the main track, and he's not gonna. All kinds of action going on through the field here, trying to see where we want to stay tuned. With 40 cars nearly signed in here tonight, Akari King Wright of Castro Valley, California, your race leader. Still side by side, King Wright holds on to the race lead. Looks like the high side well connected, but the bottom is too. Really, something's got to give. Both these lanes are looking good. And folks, you know what? Let's pull out the Juicy Spider drone cam and let's fly this thing around. Give me a moment. We have upgraded our drone cam, folks. We used to use some cheap Chinese drones. Well, not anymore, folks. Our friends over at Juicy Spider Studios have hooked us up. So we're on board with the race leader, Akari King Wright. Chicago Fire number 12 machine is door to door with the 51 of Stephen Blevins for the race lead. The 43, that's McClurg behind the 12 of King Wright, going to try to give him a push. Look at this driver. He is focused. The Grow Masters Average Joe's Sim Racing League here tonight at Talladega with the College Prep System 180 on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. All right, folks, let's pull up your point standings here. I believe I got these ready to roll for you. There you go. Willie Smith, your points leader here with the Grow Masters Average Joe's Sim Racing League point standings. So he's out front by 53 points. Akari King Wright in second, followed by Fred Chase, Stephen Blevins, and Ryan McClurg. Rounds out your top 5 in the point standings. This is heading into tonight, not counting anything for today, obviously. So Willie Smith going to try to hold on to that nice points lead he's got as we have a third lane formed, folks. Here in the lap number 4, we've got 3 lanes already. These guys are feeling antsy here tonight with the Grow Masters Average Joe's Sim Racing League. Let's hop on board here with Ken Fry, currently in the 6th position. There you have it. Key and Fry in that 14 machine, currently the third car in the bottom lane, as Fred Chase is taking over the race lead as they're 3 wide. Hard pushing early on here in the lap number 5. 70 laps here tonight with the College Prep System 180 here with the Growmasters Average Joe's Sim Racing League. These guys pushing hard, trying to lead some laps early on. Let's pull up some information for you fans at home. Take a look at the lap leaderboard. Akari King Wright's led 2, Stephen Blevins 2, and Fred Chase has led 1 as well. Taking a look at the HMS TV, hard chargers, folks, in the 8th position. Chris Mackey has already gained 14 positions. He is your hard charger at the moment. Wow, he's worked through the field pretty quickly in that 25 machine. Out of Ackworth, Georgia, Chris Mackey looks to be one to watch. In the HMS TV manufacturer standings in the Toyotas, your race leader, Stephen Blevins, the top running Toyota. There's 6 of them out there tonight, and folks, their average running position is 10.7. Make it 11. It's dropping. In the Fords, you got Akari King Wright in the 2nd position. 11 Fords out there. Average running position about 17. And in the Chevys, 22 Chevys out here. We got a bunch of Chevy homers here tonight. Fred Chase in P2, they are average running position of 24.0. So there you have it here with the Growmasters Average Joe Sim Racing League. Statistics early on, Stephen Blevins continues to lead this race out front. No wrecks just quite yet, but it's just a matter of time, folks. When are we going to see the big one? Let's check out the chat. What do we got going on in the chat? I haven't been able to look. We got Sean Atkins in the chat. Thanks for tuning in here tonight, Sean. Connor Gerard, obviously, out there. Good racing so far. These guys, you know, I tell you what, they've been clean all season long. One of our cleanest series, honestly. It seems like we don't have many cautions every single week. Obviously, we're bound to get some here at Talladega. We're going 3 wide around the track. Cars, I think 39 actually, but nonetheless, a bunch of cars here tonight at Talladega on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Let's check out our 16th position car. It's the number 2 of Michael Weaver. We're on the HMS TV. Left rear suspension cam. Michael Weaver stuck in the middle of the field right now, trying to get up to the front. We got 26 fans tuned in here tonight. Be sure, folks, click that like button on the video for us. Subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment. Let us know who you're pulling for. We want to know, who are you rooting for? And I tell you what, if you tell us who you're watching, we'll definitely pull them up on the broadcast, get an in-car look, see how they're doing. But for now, Akari King Wright is your race leader in that number 12 machine on the inside line. We got Eric Thurman in the chat, pulling for Holt the Colt. Let's see how old Joshua Holt is doing. Where is he running right now? Currently, Joshua in the 17th position. Let's hop on board with Holt in the 17th spot there in the middle line. Here's your guy, Eric Thurman, pulling for him. Joshua Holt trying to get this thing up to the front for Eric. Don't let him let you down, Eric. That's a good-looking car, though. Look at this 52 machine of Joshua Holt. Looking good. Got Mentor, I believe it says Mentor Spam on the car or truck. Good looking paint scheme there for the 52 with the reflective number. All kinds of good stuff here for the 52, Joshua Holt. Connor Gerard in the chat. Connor, who are you pulling for? Let us know, Connor. Oh, you're pulling for the 8. So Connor Gerard, he is pulling for the 8 of, I believe that's Michael Harrington. Yep, Michael Harrington. He's always a front runner. Every week I feel like he finds his way to the front. So Connor Gerard pulled for him. And here he is. Got the Budweiser truck paint scheme out there, of course. We got the Shape 13 is pulling for Linger. I believe there's a good song called Linger, isn't there? Stephen Linger in the 16th position. There in the 91 machine. Take a look at this one. Linger Lures. Go check them out, folks. Google them. Linger Lures. Go get you some fishing lures. If you're sick of going out to the lake like me, not catching any fish, head on over to Stephen Linger's Linger Lures. And I tell you what, you'll be reeling them in. Oh, look out, they're junking it. The 5 ramps it into the air. The big one might have just happened. We got one upside down. Oh, God, they're still wrecking. My goodness. The whole field might be junk here, folks. Let's find this replay. Man, where do we even start here? I think that's Fred Chase. Was Fred Chase rolled over? Hang on. Oh, man, the big one just happened, folks, and here it is. Let's get a better view. Let's go over to the Hutchinson Motorsports TV chopper cam. Let's take a look at what happened. Oh, there you have it there. Up front, the 5 car initially involved here. Looks like he gets turned. Let me try to find him. That is Terrence Murphy. So here you have it, folks. Let's rewind a little bit more. So take a look. Murphy gets a push there from the 6, and it kind of turns him into the 62. Wham! There it is. Boom. Nowhere for these guys to go. And here you have it. The 94 of, is that Fred Chase, I believe? Man, oh, man. Handful of trucks involved there. The big one might have just happened. Fred Chase, rollover. Let's rewind this one more time here. Take a look. You know, Fred Chase, really nothing he could have done here. Hard into the wall they go. Fred Chase smokes the 5, goes up and over. We got a rollover here at Talladega. Didn't take too long. Hopefully he's all right. And the 88 never lifts. Oh, gosh, what a move there from the Packers fan. The 88 says, I'm not hitting the brakes. He swerves around him, says, later, losers. I'm going to the grass. So there you have it, folks. The 5 of Terrence Murphy ramps it up into the air, and then the 94 of Fred Chase flips it over, and he is junk here in the College Prep System 180 at Talladega. Well, they lasted about 12 laps here before that one happened, folks. It was just a matter of time. But again, folks, be sure to click that like button on the video for us. Really helps us out. Subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment. Let us know who you're pulling for. We got Co-Ambush in the chat. Josh Holt is the College Prep System 52 truck. That is good to know, Co-Ambush. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to go HMS TV side by side. Kick back, relax, grab you a nice cold drink. Larry McReynolds has a message for you first. Go ahead, Larry.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchinson Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchinson Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
All right, we are back here at Talladega with the College Prep System 180 in the chat. We've got some fans here. Looks like Sean Atkins rooting for the number 33 of Hall. Let's see how he's doing. Currently in the 13th position here in the 33 machine. Let's take a look at this beautiful truck. 33 of Dallas Hall. He's got a fan in the chat. Let's just get the Juicy Spider drone ready to roll. Look at this 33 machine. Big Carolina Hurricanes fan, it looks like. Sitting in that 14th, 13th position. Who else we got? I think I saw a couple other fans in the chat. I believe the number 12 we got a fan of, Fred Tenorio, is rooting for the number 12 of Akari King Wright. That's a good one to root for. It seems like every week Akari King Wright has a shot to take home a win in that Chicago Fire. Number 12 machine, Akari, currently in the 5th position here with the Grow Masters Average Joe's Sim Racing League. Good start so far here tonight, folks. All kinds of fans tuned in. Looks like we got 34 watching. Currently 34 watching with 8 likes. The math is not adding up there in my head, folks. I'm trying to crunch the numbers real quick. If we have 33 people watching at the moment, how are there 8 likes? So if you would, folks, we'd appreciate it if you would log in, click that like button, and while you're at it, click the subscribe button. We are trying to make a push to 1,000 subscribers. Currently, we're at 992, so just 8 subscribers away as the pace car is in. Field is set. We're heading into the Juicy Spider restart zone. Your front row, it's going to be Key and Fry on the inside, Stephen Blevins on the outside. Into the zone, green flag in the air, and these fans are pumped up. They're on their feet, off their seats. We're back racing at Talladega in the lap number 15 out of 70. No stages here tonight, as there was a great jump there from Key and Fry. Honestly, too good of a jump. He's going to need to cover up or he's going to get freight trained. Heading down the backstretch, Key and Fry looking to get a push from McClurg in that 43 machine. Meanwhile, Blevins in the 51 going to take over that race lead. So there you have it, Blevins back out front. Let's pull up the pit strategy board. You did see the 14 of Key and Fry. He was the only one that did not pit. So interesting decision there from Key and Fry. He wanted to get the track position. That means he's going to have a lot less fuel, obviously. So we're going to see how this plays out here tonight as Stephen Blevins out front. And folks, take a look at that picture for Stephen Blevins. You might notice that is the king, Richard Petty. That's right. Richard Petty taught Stephen Blevins everything he knows about racing. And that's why he's your race leader right now. My, oh my. The king is proud right now. Richard Petty is cheering on Stephen Blevins in this 51 machine. $39 trucks signed in here tonight with the Grow Masters Average Joe Sim Racing League. And folks, take a look at the 52. We know he's got some fans in the chat. It's Joshua Holt. He's definitely got some speed here tonight. Joshua Holt is looking good, and he is out front, currently in the 2nd position. In the chat, we got Grow Masters Deer Minerals pulling for the 95 of Corey Moore. Let's see how Corey Moore's doing. Oh, and here he is, Corey Moore right there up front. This 95 machine sitting in the 3rd position. Corey Moore in the 95, make it 4th. He is on the outside line, 2nd truck in the line. We'll keep an eye on Corey, see how he does. We have Superstar Leagues in the chat. He's pulling for Jackson. Jackson, how do you say that last name? Is it, I have to look at it, Fonstock. The Jackson Fonstock in the 25th position in the number 15 machine. From the Superstar ARCA East Series, he's out here trying to get some experience in these trucks as these guys are still racing clean and green. Blevins, your race leader. Purebred Fred in the chat. That is Fred Bread. That's right, folks. His real name is Fred Bread. Can you believe it? I sure can. Who else we got? The chat's blowing up right now, trying to keep up with all the fans. Ruben Rodas, he's rooting for Denny Hamlin. I don't think he's racing here, Ruben. But Ruben Rodas is pumped up. I tell you what, Ruben, if you were out here tonight, you probably have junked it by now, don't you think? Ruben Rodas races in our Superstar ARCA Cup Series on Wednesday nights. He is known for junking race cars. And I think he'd do the same with a truck. As we're 3 wide for the race lead, Stephen Blevins holds on, but the 3 truck there of Willie Smith trying to make a run on that outside line. Fred Tenorio pulling for the 12 of Akari King Wright. We'll keep an eye on Akari. We know he'll be there at the end. He is always running up front, it seems like. Pretty sure I've caught everybody's favorite driver. If I've missed your favorite driver, don't be afraid to drop another comment here, folks. Trying to multitask here, obviously. Ruben Rodas says he would have the field lap by now. Is his, yeah. You know what, Ruben? I think you're right. I think you'd probably just lap the field, no draft or anything. But we're 3 wide for the race lead still. Let's take a look at Jason rushing in this number 78 machine there in the middle. Got the Talladega Nights throwback Wonder Bread on the truck in the middle lane in the 78. Jason rushing. Oh, look out. They're about to junk it here, folks. Let's see if we can keep it rolling. All right, we're still good for now, but let's drop back in the field a little bit here. See how Jackson Fonstock's doing. We know he's got some fans in the chat from the Superstar ARCA League. Here he is currently in the number 15 machine, Jackson Fonstock there in the bottom lane. He's just riding right now in 23rd. He's got some work to do. He's got the Fast Freddy's Wrap Shop on the truck. That's a good-looking paint scheme you did there, Fred. Hopefully you charged him a lot for it. But we go back up front here. Stephen Blevins, the king, taught him everything he knows. He is out front here in the bottom lane, along as Brian Matthews takes the race lead, and Willie Smith right next to him on the high side. Fred Tenorio says, great announcing. Appreciate you, Fred. And he's pulling for Henderson Motorsports. I think he meant Hutchinson Motorsports. But hey, nonetheless, Fred, we appreciate you tuning in here tonight. You're watching Thursday night action with the Grow Masters Average Joe's Sim Racing League action. Clean and green still here tonight. We've had one caution going into lap 21. Remember, Kean Fry currently, he is the only one that did not pit under caution, and he's in the 11th position. So not sure how far he can go on fuel. If this thing stays green, he's going to have to start thinking about it. Purebred Fred in the chat says he charged Jackson $420.69 an hour. That is a very good number to choose there, Fred. I'm surprised you didn't charge him $67. We got Corey Moore back here with the, I believe he's got Grow Masters on the truck. Let's take a look. Let's pull out the Juicy Spider drone cam, best drone cam in the business. Oh, look out, 70 smokes the wall. Caution is out. 70 just annihilated the wall. That's Brian Day. He is junk. Looks like they're still wrecking here, folks. So let's rewind this. All right, take a look here. Let's get a better view. Here we go. Take a look at the 70 truck. They're on the inside. Oh, the 7 comes down, smokes them into the 17. They all get collected, go into the wall. Guy comes down the track, almost flips the 99. Man, Austin Oliver involved. Let's take a look here. See what happened here to Austin Oliver. Boy, that is a great paint scheme here, don't you think, folks? Look at this 23 of Austin Oliver. So Oliver slows down, almost makes it through. Well, not quite yet. Boom, into the wall he goes. Well, let's check out this 99 truck. We saw him almost roll over. That was Kevin Burns. He got absolutely annihilated. Burns goes down, almost avoids it. The 17 comes down, wham! Rips it around here. Caution number 2, the Jamestown New Yorker, Kevin Burns, is junk here tonight. So, caution number 2 is out. These guys going to rack them up. We're going to take a quick break, but first, Larry McReynolds has a quick message for you fans watching at home. Ladies and gentlemen, click that like button, subscribe to the channel. Larry, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchinson Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchinson Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
Growmasters. The highlight is 30 different vitamins and minerals and an all-natural organic dewormer, which promotes gut health. When any animal is not fighting parasites and worms, they feel better, eat more, and they grow more, antlers included. Mention Average Joe's Sim Racing League when placing an order for 2 40-pound buckets and you will receive a free hat. This is an exclusive offer for Average Joe Sim Racers, family, friends, and viewers.
We are back here at Talladega with the College Prep System 180. Folks, it's been an eventful race for sure. All kinds of fans tuned in here in the chat. We've got Jessica Sheen pulling for John Sheen in the number 1. Jessica, let's see how he's doing right now. John Sheen sitting in the 8th position. Good-looking truck per usual for John Sheen in the 1. Let's pull out the juicy Spider drone cam and get a better look here tonight. Here it is, the 1 truck. John Sheen currently running in the 8th position. Has Apex Legends on the truck. Look at that. Man, oh man. Jessica, is that what got you interested in John? I assume you guys are significant others. Were you like, wow, this guy plays Apex Legends. I am not going to let him go. Not going to lie, I mean, makes me kind of interested. John Sheen currently in the 8th spot. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve here tonight. In the front row, though, you're going to see the 28 of Matthews and the 12 of King Wright. Who else we got in the chat? Ruben Rodas out there. Connor Gerard. Fred Tenorio, sorry if it's hard for me to see my other screen right now. And all kinds of other fans, but it looks like we've got over 30 fans tuned in here tonight. Be sure to click the like button on the video for us. Subscribe to the channel. Larry McReynolds is going to have a message for you here later on. If you haven't heard it yet, it's pretty important. Jessica Sheen in the chat says if she knew John was into Apex Legends from the start, she wouldn't have given him a chance. Well, good thing you didn't know about that then, huh, Jessica? Well, we're going to see how John does here tonight. We're going into lap number 26 out of 70 here. Caution number 2 is about over with the Grow Masters Average Joe's Sim Racing League. Tonight's race is the College Prep System 180. Head on over to collegeprepsystem.com. get ready to go for college. But it looks like we are ready to roll. We're going back green this time around. Pace car is going to take the hard left down pit road. It's going to be Matthews on the inside, King Wright on the outside as these racers head into the juicy Spider restart zone. The fans are on their feet, off their seats. They're ready to get back racing here at Talladega. And green flag in the air. Good jump there for the front row. That's the 28 of Brian Matthews. Going to be able to cover up to the high side if he wants. No, he's going to stay low. So Akari King Wright going to fall into line with him here on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. But folks, if you haven't let us know yet in the chat, let us know who you're pulling for. We'll keep an eye on them, bring them up here on the broadcast. I think we were trying to check out Corey Moore here before that caution came out. Let's try to get a better look at this paint scheme for Corey Moore in the 95. All right, tonight looks like Corey Moore changed up his paint scheme. He's got the Certa Pro Painters number 95 machine for Corey Moore from Slinger. So there you have it. Corey Moore in the 95 sitting in the 12th position from Slinger. Good run for him so far tonight. We know we've got some Jackson Fonstock fans. He's back here in the 19th position. Folks, he started back in 29th. He's gained 10 spots. So let's pull up your HMS TV hard charger board right now. Oh my, Josh Westendorf is on a mission. After starting in the 33rd position, he is up to 3rd right now. That is plus 30 positions in just 27 laps. He is hooked up here tonight. Corey Moore second on the board, followed by McClurg, Day, and John Sheen. We'll take that down, and let's take a look once again at your Pro Masters Average Joe's Sim Racing League point standings heading into tonight. There we have it. Willie Smith is your points leader heading into the race. Kari King right in second, followed by Fred Chase, Stephen Blevins, and Ryan McClurg, your top 5. Here in the Grow Masters Average Joe's Sim Racing League, good start to the season. I tell you what, these guys put on a show every week, it seems like. Big shout out to all the sponsors that help put this on for Grow Masters Average Joe's Sim Racing League. I'm sure the league appreciates you, and we do too here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV, which brings us to one of our channel sponsors here tonight, folks. Harpoon Design. Folks, we're going up to the Harpoon Design Blimp. I tell you what, if you're looking for a paint scheme, folks, they start at just $25. Let's go up to the Harpoon Design Blimp. Brantley Roden up there, ripping the blimp around right now. My, oh my. Go get you a paint over, though. HarpoonDesigns.com. $25 is all you need to get started. We got Grow Masters Deer Minerals. Says Slinger is 30 to 40 minutes north of Milwaukee in Wisconsin. That is good to know, Grow Masters there, because I had no idea. I assume is that where the Slinger racetrack is people talk about all the time? Because I honestly don't know. I assume so. I mean, how many Slingers are out there? We're still clean and green. Looks like Brian Matthews still your race leader. Let's hop on board in the Hutchinson Motorsports TV right rear suspension cam. Brian Matthews. Got Reese's Peanut Butter Cups on the truck, as well as Matthews Esports. Get him some TV time, folks, because he is bad, fast, and he's leading this race. Jumping around the track a little bit here. Let's see what else we got going on. Boy, it's been a rough night here for Brian Day after he was involved in that incident not long ago. Had to go all the way to the rear, looking to get a run and find a way up to the front. We're not even halfway done yet, though, here, folks. So we still got a while to go in the Grow Masters Average Joe Sim Racing League College Prep System 180. Let's check out the number 52 machine. We know he's got a fan. Let's see how the 52 is doing. Where is he at right now? Give me a minute, folks. We got so many trucks out here. We got 40 signed in here tonight. I cannot find the 52 of Holt. I'm sure I'm just skipping right over him. Here he is in the 22nd position. Let's take out the Juicy Spider drone cam. Take a look. There you have it, folks. Wow, that is one good-looking truck. Look at that, the college prep system, roadmap to college 52 machine here tonight. Boy, who made this paint scheme? That is good looking. Get your phones ready, folks. You can go ahead and scan that QR code. Get you set up, collegeprepsystem.com. We know Ruben Rodas here in the chat could use some college prep training. Even though you're not going to college, Ruben, you definitely could get a little bit smarter. But meanwhile, we've got Jackson Fonstock in the 15th position out of St. John's, Michigan. We have a 3-wide battle up front here, folks. 3 lanes have formed. Let's hop on board with your 15th place truck, Jackson Fonstock. Caution is out there junking it. Oh boy, great avoidance there from Fonstock, but looks like a bunch of the, oh gosh, another hit. All right, well, let's try to find out where this wreck initiates here, folks. All kinds of trucks involved. Man, my log is going crazy right now. Looks like Brad Lawrence involved. So here's part of the wreck. This is not the first one. So there's the 18 of Brad Lawrence down on the bottom lane. Find Dallas Hall's involved. Here you have it. Oh, God, man. 33 just runs through the 14. 95 gets dumped there early on. Let's find the 95. Corey Moore involved. All right, here you have it, folks. Let's take the Hutchinson Motorsports TV chopper cam. Take a look at the 95 there of Corey Moore on the top out of Slinger. Oh, the 51 of Blevins just junks him. Blevins junks him. The 80 gets collected. 14 involved. 91, 33, all kinds of trucks, folks. Man, we got a bunch of junk race trucks here tonight as Terrence Murphy is your race leader. Well, folks, there you have it. The second big one of the night. Caution number 3. We're about halfway done here with 28 fans tuned in here to the Grow Masters Average Joe's Sim Racing League. We got a message from Larry McReynolds, and we're going to jump over to break. We'll be right back. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchinson Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchinson Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
We are back here with the Growmasters Average Joe's Sim Racing League here at Talladega, the College Prep System 180 here tonight. Your front row, it's going to be the 5 of Terrence Murphy and the 78 of Rushing. 39 trucks took the call tonight to get started. We're rolling into lap number 36. We are going green this time as these drivers head towards the Juicy Spider restart zone. Pace car is in. The fans are on their feet. They're off their seats. They're ready for some more hard-nosed green flag action. Murphy sets the pace. They're checking up in the back. We're still rolling, though. And green flag in the air. We're still rolling. Let's jump to the back here, see if these guys can get figured out. Not sure what happened there. Everybody looks to be have gotten going. Clean and green through the field. Terrence Murphy, your race leader in the number 5 truck, trying to hold off. Folks, look at this. Jackson Fonstock in the 15 truck is up to the 2nd position. Now, I tell you what, Fonstock, he messaged me a couple weeks ago asking to join this league. I got him a link, got him in. He said he was worried, not sure he could hang with these guys or not. I said, Jackson, quit your whining, get out there, and let's get some laps in. You're going to win it. And here he is in the 2nd position. He's been asking me tips all week long, and it looks like they've worked out for him. We got Bones Does tuned in the chat. Welcome back, Bones. Ruben Rodas, Connor Gerard, Growmasters, Deer Minerals. All kinds of diehards in the chat. Looks like 33, 35 fans tuned in here tonight. Be sure to click the like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel, and the 15 of Fonstock gets shuffled out to the outside. He's dropping in the back. Well, I tell you what, he must have been scared. Yeah, I think he got scared of running up front. So he just goes to the back. Says, go on, boys. I can't hang. So there goes the 15. He is gone. But the 92 of Josh Westendorf. Boy, he's got the Detroit Lions on the paint scheme. I can't stand the Detroit Lions. Ruben, do you know any Lions fans? I sure don't. But Kevin Burns, after almost flipping over early on in this race, he has taken over the race lead up top in that 99 truck. So keep an eye on Kevin Burns. Got the bright numbers there in the 99 as he comes down, throws a block on the inside line. So Burns and McClurg head down to the bottom here in the lap number 38. We're over halfway done with the Growmasters Average Joe's Sim Racing League action here at Talladega. Connor Gerard in the chat says the intense meter is at 88 out of 20. That's right, folks. The intensity meter is at 88, and it's a number from 0 to 20. So that tells you something there. This race is intense here at Talladega as we roll into lap number 39. Anna Alessandro tuned in. We know Anna loves Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Anna, you're usually tuned in on the Saturday nights, I believe, right? I believe Landon Burbidge there. Your favorite driver, your grandson. But here's a number 2 here tonight of Michael Weaver. He is way off pace, and he is junk. But we jump back up front. Ryan McClurg takes over the race lead in his number 43 truck. Looking good here tonight. Got STP on the hood, trying to hold on to the race lead. Ruben Rodas in the chat says Anna Jackson Fonstock is running pretty good. So, hey, Anna, if you don't have a dog in this fight, you probably want to root for the 15 of Fonstock. He's got some fans out here. We got somebody blinking in the field. We better look out. We might see a wreck here soon, folks. Oh, the 52 is blinking into the wall. Able to keep it rolling here. This is going to get dangerous here soon, folks. Continues to blink to the back. That's unfortunate. The 52 of Joshua Holt was running good up front, and he is having to drop to the rear due to connection problems. He must be on the McDonald's McReynolds Wi-Fi across the street, unfortunately. So Joshua Holt's going to go to the back. Hopefully he can get the connection issues figured out as Kevin Burns continues to lead this race. Alessandro tuned in. She's got no dog here in this fight, but she wanted to see some racing, so she came to the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Anna, you're tuned in to the Thursday night Growmasters Average Joe's Sim Racing League. And Anna, if you or your husband are looking for some deer minerals, well, we've got the hookup for you. Growmasters can hook you up with the best deer minerals in the business. You can even get a free hat if you order a couple of buckets. Well, let's see what else we got going through the field. Brian Day in the 16th position. He was involved in a wreck earlier on. Brian Day sitting in that 16th spot. Let's hop on board here with Brian Day. Oh, gosh, he just doored him. The 33 absolutely doors the 78, tried to junk him. Douglas Ivy says, oh, look, there's the 78. I've been looking for him for a while. It's Jason Rushing. I'm going to junk him. Takes a hard left and doors the living hell out of him, shoves him onto the apron. But somehow, Jason Rushing keeps that truck rolling. No caution out here just yet. But Brian Matthews back out front here. He has been flying here tonight. Ruben Rodas in the chat says Richard Petty has earned most his race wins racing against random farmers in their work trucks. Not sure that's too accurate. Connor Gerard, is that true? Let us know. Connor Gerard is our NASCAR extraordinaire fan. So Connor, if that's true, let us know if Ruben Rodas is right there. But Eric Herman pulling for the 52 of Joshua Holt. Hopefully he can get that thing back rolling. We saw him have some connection issues. Here he is. Looks like he's holding on to the back of the draft, and he's not blinking anymore. Who else we got in the chat here? Trying to scroll through. I've missed some messages. Fred Tenorio is pulling for the Steelers. He's a big Steelers fan. Well, Fred, I'm a Bears fan, so I'm pretty sure the Steelers are about to get cooked. Ruben Rodas can tell you a thing or two. You know, Sam Hoff is the Superstar ARCA Cup Series owner, and he is just a diehard Bears fan. Nobody likes the Chicago Bears like Sam Hoff. But we're here with the Growmasters Average Joe Sim Racing League. Brian Matthews continues to lead the race. Let's pull up your Hutchinson Motorsports TV lap leaderboard. Brian Matthews has led the most laps, 13 on the board for him tonight so far. The only one that matters, though, folks, is the last one. Who's going to take home the win here tonight while we check out the 15 of Jackson Fonstock in the 13th position? Connor Gerard in the chat has just confirmed the Richard Petty slander is not true. Ruben Rodas with the Richard Petty slander, not true, confirmed from Connor Gerard. Thanks, Connor. What else we got going on? Mike Presley in the 17 truck, sitting in the 11th position out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Coming up on some lap traffic here. Let's see what the lap car likes to do. Let's hop on board your race leader. He's not going to the apron. He says, you go around me, losers. Holds his line. Looks like we're still clean and green. I don't blame him. You know, when you're in the two, you want to hold drafts. So you got to slow them down the best way you can. But nothing changing out front as the 12 of Makari King Wright trying to give the 28 a big push with just 25 laps left to go this time around. Let's pull up the Hutchinson Motorsports TV pit strategy board. 12 laps ago, most of these guys went down pit road. How long can they make it on fuel? You know they're going to have to pit one more time at least, so it's just a matter of time. And you know, pitting under green is better than yellow, so if I'm out there I might short pit this, maybe catch a late yellow or something. But we're going to see what they elect to do here as Brian Matthews continues to lead the race out front. Nolan McClurg second, followed by Akari King right, Ryan McClurg, and Kevin Burns rounds out your top 5. Laps remain here with the Grow Masters Average Joe's Sim Racing League. Folks, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back before the last pit cycle starts, so you're not going to miss a lap, though. We're going HMS TV side by side. We'll be right back. And we're back here at Talladega. Green flag is still out with the College Prep System 180 put on by Grow Masters Average Joe's Sim Racing League right now on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. In the chat, we've got Ruben Rodas, Connor Gerard, Fred Tenorio, all kinds of fans tuned in. Let us know, though, folks, who are you pulling for? If you haven't said it yet, drop a comment in the chat. Let us know who's going to win this race, who you want to win this race, and we'll keep an eye on them. Right now in the 14 truck, Kean Fry sitting in the 13th position. There he is with the Haas 14 machine out of Jasper, Missouri. Boy, and look at that ugly Packers truck. Ugh. This truck makes me want to, ugh, man, that thing is hideous. I do not like the Green Bay Packers. I hope Dan Adams junks that truck. But somebody told me once, you know, I'm supposed to be unbiased as a broadcaster, so I'll keep that into consideration. But meanwhile, Brian Matthews still your race leader out front with just 19 laps left to go as they cross the line this time around. Coming up on some more lap traffic. These guys are going to head down pit road soon, I would assume. These guys stay in single file. I think they're starting to get all strategized and ready to roll to go down pit road. So you want to get to that bottom lane eventually. So you're probably not going to see a third lane form here anytime soon. These guys try to get down low. Yeah, looks like I'm hearing over the radio at least a handful of these guys wanting to head down. So we'll definitely keep an eye out as Brian Matthews continues to lead the pack. Akari King right behind him, and the 99 of Burns on the outside. There you have it, a few trucks taking down pit road. That's Dallas Hall, Kean Fry, and Austin Oliver. So just 3 trucks heading down. Thought it was going to be a little bit more than that. Nonetheless, we're still green with 18 laps left remaining. There's the 5. Looks like he's going down a lap, and he hooks the Detroit Lions car. He's junked. Caution is out. I believe the 5 of Terrence Murphy. He was a lap car, folks. My, the lap car just junked him. Well, here you have it, folks. Let's take a look. Caution is out. Let's go up to the Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Chopper Cam, best chopper cam in business. Here's Terrence Murphy. He's going down a lap. There he is. Let's go on, boys. I swear, I won't do nothing. Well, never mind. Looks like the 92 comes down there. So 92 just kind of junked himself. And Cameron Hall just subscribed to Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Congratulations, Cameron. You just made the best decision of your life. Welcome aboard to the world's #1 streaming service. We just saw Terrence Murphy get hooked up there with the 92 of Westendorf. So, yeah, we saw the replay there, folks. Westendorf does come down when he's not clear. Typical Lions fan, being delusional. Here he is. 92 thinks he's clear. He's not. Just like he thinks the Detroit Lions might win the Super Bowl. There's a truck there, and he's junked. He smokes the 6 truck. A couple of others involved as well. Man, I was hoping that Packers truck was going to get involved, but unfortunately not. So there you have it. These guys are going to line them up, head down pit road. That's why I was saying, you know, they should have pit earlier, because if you would have pit under green, you'd be on the lead lap. Everybody would have to head down pit road on this caution, and then you'd be in the front. But nonetheless, we're going to rack them up, do it again. Let's take a quick break real fast. We will be right back. You're watching the Grow Masters Average Joe Sim Racing League College Prep System 180 here at Talladega.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchinson Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchinson Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
We are back with the Growmasters Average Joe Sim Racing League College Prep System 180. Folks, we're running out of laps. Only about 15 laps remain as your pace car is going to take the hard left down pit road. These fans are on their feet, off their seats, as Hall and Oliver are going to lead them into the juicy Spider restart zone. Keep an eye on Dallas Hall out front in the 33 machine. Can he hold on here tonight in the College Prep System 180 into the restart zone? Green flag in the air. There you have it, side by side through the field. It's going to be Hall, Oliver, Fry, Rebel, Burns, your top five as they jump around door to door. Meanwhile, let's drop to the back a little bit here. How about this kid? Jackson Fonstock had some fans in the chat. Well, Ruben, he just let you down. He's going down pit road here. He's junk. Oh, they're wrecking. Oh, look out, they're junk. Man, oh man. 23 involved. Let's take a look at this replay. Caution is out. Just a war out here. 62 gets annihilated from behind. Get a better angle here at some of these other trucks up here. Looking through the field, let's see here. Who else is involved? This caution is out. Justin Dega involved in the 10, it looks like. He just gets doored. Onto the apron he goes. Unfortunately, the Packers car not involved. I was hoping he would get jumped. Unfortunately, the 88 is still rolling. So that's going to be caution number 4 or 5 of the evening. Jonathan Dominics is absolutely annihilated out of Halifax. Let's see this one more time from Jonathan Dominics' view. Just gets annihilated from behind, straight into the wall, going to the care center, does the helicopter, and he's done. There you have it, folks. Caution number 5 is out here with the Growmasters Average Joe Sim Racing League. We are going into lap 59. By the time we get going, we're going to have about 10 laps remaining. We're going to rack them up, do it again. Let's check out the chat here. Who do we got tuned in? We've got Jessica Sheen out there pulling for John. Where's John running right now? Try to find him. John Sheen running in the 17th position. Let's see if he can get the job done for Jessica. Jessica, after this race, he might hop on to Apex Legends. We'll see how that goes out for him. But we got Ruben Rodas tuned in, of course. Connor Gerard, Fred Tenorio. Fred's been tuned in all night long. Big Pittsburgh Steelers fan. He's going to be heartbroken when the Bears just absolutely demolish them this Sunday. Hate to see it there for you, Fred, but hey, unfortunately, it happens. But your race leader is the 99 of Kevin Burns. Larry McReynolds has a quick message for you. Let's jump on over to Larry real fast. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchison Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchison Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
And we're back here at Talladega. Under caution, of course. They just junked it there on that restart. Let's jump over to break real fast, folks. I'm going to work on something. We'll be right back. You're not going to miss a lap. We're going HMS TV side by side. And we're back here at Talladega with the Grow Masters Average Joe Sim Racing League. Your race leader is going to be the 99 of Burns. On his outside, going to be the 16 of McClure. We're going to have 10 laps left to go when we take the green flag this next time around. Let's see if we can keep this thing clean and green and get a good finish here with just 10 laps left to go in the College Prep System 180. Pace car is in. We're ready to roll as we get into the juicy Spider restart zone. Kevin Burns on the inside, Nolan McClurg on the outside as the fans are on their feet, off their seats. Green flag in the air. Going into turn one there, McClurg on the top side trying to find a way around the 99 of McClurg. I'm sorry, the 99 of Burns, not McClurg. Sorry, I was double multitasking there. But nonetheless, 10 laps left to go as we got Matthews shooting out to the outside. Burns stakes with the bottom. Matthews looking to the top. Gets a push down the straightaway. Looks like he might be able to take over the race lead with less than 10 laps remaining. Third line looks to be forming up top. Here comes the 8 of Michael Harrington. Michael Harrington goes all the way to the top, takes him 3 wide. For now, the 28 of Matthews leads this race, but the 94 giving a big push. That is Fred Chase in the 94, pushing the 8 of Michael Harrington up top. Let's jump up to the Harpoon Design Blimp. Check out these trucks here with the Average Joe's Sim Racing League put on by Grow Masters. My, oh my, beautiful views here tonight. Head on over, harpoondesign.com. Paint start at just $25. Go see Brantley Roden. Are these guys going to junk it again, folks? I don't know. They're getting awful close here. Let's stick with this blimp view for a lap or so. See if one of these guys gets a bad push or something. For now, Michael Harrington is your race leader on that high side. Looks like they've got it figured out here down the front stretch. The 99 of Burns leads the bottom lane with the 28 of Matthews leading the middle. Oh, the 16 gets jumped. Caution is coming out, and the 12 of Akari King Wright might be dead. So let's see what happened here, folks. There you have it. Let's see what starts this. Let's go up to the chopper cam. Take a look. You be the steward here. Let's see here. In the middle lane, you're going to see the 16 get hit by the 7. Just gets right hooked there. The 7 just absolutely annihilates him. Then the 1 of John Sheen. Jessica is not going to be happy involved in that. So Brad G involved out of Cape Coral, Florida. Let's stay tuned right here. The 51 comes down the track, smokes the 9. 78 gets hit. 48 makes it through, kind of. The 2 involved as well. Man. Just madness. Basically the whole field. I mean, at least half the field involved in that one. If you made it through that wreck, you're sitting pretty good. And, of course, the Packers car makes it through. Man, I was hoping. I was hoping. But, unfortunately, we're going to rack them up here. Caution number 6 of the evening. We're going to have, I don't know, 5 laps left to go or so by the time we get back going green. Let's check out the chat here. We got Connor Gerard. Says RIP to the Dolphins truck. Ruben Rodas out there. Says prayers up for the drivers. There you have it, folks. So caution number 6 out on the evening. The College Prep System 180. We had a clean and green race for a while. Well, now these guys starting to get antsy, and they're junking it. So why not take another break, folks? I mean, we don't really have anything to check out here under caution. So we're going to jump on over to our buddy Larry McReynolds. Grab you a drink, an ice-cold beverage. Click the like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the description here on the video. You can join our Discord today. Larry McReynolds, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchison Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchison Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
And we're back here at the College Prep System 180, folks. We're going to have about 4 or 5 laps left to go. Once we get rolling, it's going to be Kevin Burns on the inside, Matthews on the outside. Just wanted to show something here as we're on the backstretch. We got a bit to go. But our Growmasters in the chat thought that the E was wrong here. I just wanted to pull up your logo here. Take a look. See that E? It's just really thin. So there you have it. It is there. Just a thin one. So if you want to get a new logo, I know I can point you in the right direction. HarpoonDesign.com. Logos, I don't know what they start at, but Brantley Roden can hook you up. Or we can leave it how it is, however you want to do it. But nonetheless, the field is set. We're ready to roll. Kevin Burns in the 99 is your race leader. If you're not reading the chat, folks, we have 2 green-white checkers in the rules. So these guys junk it again. We're going to have to start using some green-white checkered action. But let us know in the chat who you're pulling for if you haven't yet. We'll keep an eye on them, keep you updated. Again, there's going to be 4 laps left to go this time around. Pace car going to head in. Going to be Burns and Matthews on your front row as they roll into the Juicy Spider restart zone here on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchison Motorsports TV. Z Stu in the chat is asking if Jackson is still alive. We'll show you him here in a second as the field is set. We're ready to roll into the Juicy Spider restart zone. The Grow Masters, Average Joe's Sim Racing League, green flag back in the air. Kevin Burns out front is your race leader, looking to get a push from the 20 of Josh Revel. In the chat, we got some people asking about Jackson Fonstock. Will Jackson has gone a lap down. He was, I don't know what happened, but he is back here. He is a lap down. So he needs another caution, and he needs one quick so he can get the wave around. But a big push there on to Kevin Burns in the inside line as one truck looks to the outside. It's Fred Chase, not going to get any help. So Fred Chase in the 94 looks to the outside, no help there. He's going to fall back in the line there in the middle. As they rip it around Talladega, we're coming to the line. It's going to be 3 laps left to go here tonight. Kevin Burns trying to hold on. We have Burns, Mackey, Revel, Matthews, and Stapleton, your top 5 for now. Are they going to keep it clean and green to the finish, or are we going to junk it and get us a green-white check? We're going to find out as they head down the backstretch. The Grow Masters Average Joe's Sim Racing Leagues. Tonight, we're here with the College Prep System 180. Thursday night action on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Chris Mackey is your race leader. So Mackey on the top looking to get some help here, door to door. 2 laps left remain. A big push there from the trioval. The 28 trying to help out the top line with 2 laps to go. Are we going to get to the white, or are they going to junk it to bring out the green-white checker? Kevin Burns continues to lead that bottom line with Chris Mackey leading the top side. 3rd lane looking to form. Here comes the top. Let's take a look here at this top line. Who is that lead truck? That is the 87 of Brian Cook. Going through turns 3 and 4, the 3rd lane looks to be charging. Are we going to get to the line? If we get to the white flag, there's going to be no more cautions. Into the trioval, white flag in the air, no cautions here. We're going to get a finish. So Kevin Burns, your race leader, holding the bottom line. 3 lanes have formed. The 20 of Revel pushing the 99 of Burns. Final lap around Talladega Super Speedway, the College Prep System 180. When are these guys going to junk it? Here it is. They're junking it. We got one flipping. It's going to be a drag race to the checkered. The 3 of Willie Smith just flipped it. Door to door, 3 trucks battle. They're still junking it on the apron. Chris Mackey, your race leader, looks to throw a block on the bottom. The 8 of Harrington is junked. Out of turn 4. Where is Mackey gonna go? Throws a block on the bottom. Chases him up top. They're still junking it. Checkered flag in the air. Who's gonna win it? They're flipping into the air. Checkered flag. It's gonna be the 56 of John Stapleton. My goodness, we saw 2 or 3 rollovers there on the last lap. That was pure madness. John Stapleton wins it. What a run. Stapleton, your winner. Matthews second. Mackey brings home 3rd. Folks, let's look at this last lap. I mean, my God, I don't even know where to start. So we saw that. Oh, my. 92 just absolutely annihilates the wall, and the 14 gets murdered. So that happened there. Now let's go up here later on. Nolan McClure junk. Coming to the finish, the 17. Wham! My goodness. Who is that in the 17, folks? Before we get to interviews, we're going to investigate this finish. Trying to find the 17 on my board. Give me a moment here, folks. That is Mike Presley. R.I.P. Mike Presley. Let's take a look at this one more time. My gosh. Let's hop on board here with Mike Presley. What did he see out of his front windshield before he lost his life? Here it is. He sees the checkered flag waving. Whoop! Not for long. Wham! That one hurt. Finally comes to a stop. And he didn't even get to the finish. He finishes in the pits. Man, what a brutal finish. Let's hop on board here with Douglas Ivy, see what he sees out of his front windshield at this finish. Just sees pure madness out in front of him. Doesn't know where to go. Boom! There you have that. Trying to find a good view for the finish here. Jackson Fonstock brings home 33rd, so Fonstock's not going to be much of help. But nonetheless, John Stapleton wins it here tonight with the Grow Masters Average Joe's Sim Racing League's College Prep System 180. Let's get these guys in for an interview. It's like your race leader's already pulled off the track, so he's not even doing a burnout or anything. So let's get Stapleton, Matthews, and Mackey in for an interview. Hang on, folks. Got to manually find these guys. We appreciate you tuning in, folks. Be sure click the like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. I've lost my voice from yelling that last lap. What a finish, though. I'm trying to find Matthews. There's just too many chats here. He's going to have to find it himself. So let's pull in our third place finisher here, Chris Mackey. Chris, Blake up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what a run there. You know, you almost had the win there. You tried to throw the block, but unable to hold them off, but you end up bringing home a third place finish here tonight at Talladega.
Yeah, that was exciting. I definitely wanted to block him, but I didn't want to cause a wreck or do anything crazy. So he had a great run, and I tried to carry him up the track and then go back down and take the shortest route, and it just didn't work out today. So still a good run.
Absolutely. You know, it could have been a lot worse. We saw like 3 or 4 rollovers there that last lap, a lot of madness, but you're able to at least keep your nose clean, bring home the podium finish. You know, it has to feel pretty good going in, next week. You know where we're headed?
I do not. I'm sure
Bristol.
it'll come to me.
Bristol.
Oh, yeah. So it definitely
about
feels
that?
good going to Bristol. Good. I think the last couple times I've been at Bristol in any car, I think I'm on a streak of like 3 runner-ups at Bristol. So maybe we can break that streak next week and finally punch a ticket into victory lane. I kind of joined in the season late here, so gonna have to basically win my way into the playoffs, and Bristol's a good track for me, so maybe we can go get it done there.
Absolutely. Well, hey, again, great job tonight putting it on the podium at Talladega in the College Prep System 180. Before you head out, though, you got any shout-outs or anything for the fans watching at home?
Yeah, just shout out to my teammates, Kari, Brian Matthews. We were trying to do everything we can to get one of us across victory lane there. So they had a great run tonight. Big shout out to Brian for finishing P2. Another big shout out to my fiance. We actually spent all day making a new car today. I had an idea to let her design the car or the truck, I should say, and get it out here on the racetrack. So it was cool the very first time for this truck to be on a racetrack to put it on a podium and be up front towards the end, letting it get some shine. So she designed it 100%. It was all her idea, so I'm glad to get some TV time for it. And then lastly, just shout out to Jason and Brian and the guys at Average Joe's for putting on the league, and look forward to next week.
Well, that's definitely a great idea. You know, you folks at home, if your significant other isn't happy about your sim racing time, that is a great idea. Get them involved in the paints, and then it'll make them maybe want to watch. Yeah,
I think tonight was one of the first races she's ever watched, and it was because of that. So I wanted to she's cool enough to let me get on here and race every night, so I kind of wanted to involve her and have her on the truck any way I could. That way, we can kind of do this thing together. So it was really cool.
Well, hey, great job tonight bringing home the third place finish, Chris Mackey.
Thank you.
So Chris Mackey brings home third time to bring in our second place finisher, Brian Matthews in the 28. Brian, Blake up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, man. What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. A great run for you. You almost had a shot there at the win. And I believe you end up taking home second by 2/100ths of a second. That was a close one.
Yeah. gave it hell and praised Dale tonight, buddy. Did my best to try to keep it out front all night long, keep it clean, and do well. I hate that collected Terrence Murphy earlier there. Still got to go back and look at that one, but very very tough racing, and just got to thank the teammates. Chris Mackey finished third, and Akari unfortunately got taken out, but Akari and Chris just all of us just coaching each other, telling each other what we're going to do next, and keep it going, man.
Absolutely. I believe you probably led the most laps, I would guess. Looks like you were out front for quite a while, but a great run nonetheless. Bring home second. You know, could have been a lot worse. We had like 4 or 5 rollovers, it looked like, on that last lap.
Yeah, I was watching the mirror, man. I'm a mirror driver, and I could see it happen, and I didn't want to see it happen. And everyone see some of these guys here I've been running with for quite a while now, and hate to see it when they get caught up in some accidents. But obviously, super speedway racing, and it's bound to happen, right?
Yeah, it looks like you led 23 laps here tonight. That's quite a few here in a 70-lap race.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that many.
Yeah,
Thanks for telling.
Definitely out front most of the night. You know, you kept your nose clean all night long. Ended up bringing home the second place finish here in the College Prep System 180. But before you head out, though, Brian, you got any shout outs or anything for the fans at home?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, just Chris and Kari, man, these guys are amazing. It's so much fun to run with these two guys. I mean, we run different leagues together all over the place, and they're just awesome, man. So I appreciate it.
Well, absolutely. Once again, though, congratulations on your second place finish, Brian Matthews.
Thanks, bud. Have a good one.
Yep, you too. Brian Matthews, your second place finisher. But, folks, it is time for the star of the show. He steals it at the end. John Stapleton in the 56. Let's get him in here. John, Blake up in the booth. You got a copy?
I sure do.
Hey, what a run there. Out of nowhere, you snagged the win right at the last second, and you win it by 2/100ths of a second over Brian Matthews.
Yeah, that was a crazy race for sure. I mean, I knew that was going to that last lap. Thankfully, I had a great teammate, Corey Moore, behind me, and gave me the push I needed to get through that lap. But was just praying I was clear when I crossed him over, and I know he gave me a little rubbing, but rubbing's racing, and I was just happy I can hold to the line. And man, it feels good. Haven't had a rough few weeks, especially coming off the Glen. But love to thank my teammates Jeffrey, Dan, and Corey. Always putting it together here at Shake and Bake Racing. Always having a good time with them in the chat.
Absolutely. And, according to my notes, I think the last lap was the only lap you led all race long. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Well, that's kind of crazy. You led the one lap that matters out of 70 here in the College Prep System 180. Now, how you feeling next week about your chances going into Bristol? We're going from super speedway to short track racing.
Well, I don't think I'll be in the interview booth for that one, but I will sure try. I think the biggest thing, just like here, is just taking it easy and letting the big ones happen and keeping your nose clean. I think that was the biggest advantage this week, and I think we're going to have to keep that same game plan for next week.
Absolutely. Well, has to feel pretty good with the Growmasters paint scheme, parking it in Victory Lane here tonight. I guess before you head out, you got any shout-outs or anything?
Yeah, for sure. I'd definitely like to thank Growmasters. He's the reason I'm here right now, and that company, great product. Also like to thank High Caliber Karting and Entertainment. Definitely helping me out, putting their name on their car. And like I said, my teammates at Shake and Bake Racing. It was just good race. Excited for the next one.
All right. Well, hey, congratulations again. Parking it in Victory Lane for, I believe, your first win of the season here with the Growmasters Average Joe's Sim Racing League, John Stapleton.
Thank you, guys, and thank you guys for what you do.
We appreciate you. Well, there's John Stapleton, your race winner here tonight at Talladega, parking her in Victory Lane. What a finish there. Takes home the win by 2/100ths of a second. The only lap he led all night long. It was the last one, the only one that matters. But there you have it, your race podium on your screen. Folks, we appreciate you tuning in. The chat was blowing up all night long. We were at about 40 viewers most of the night. So a great night of racing here. Thursday night action, the Growmasters Average Joe's Sim Racing League. You just watched the College Prep System 180 on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Folks, that's going to round out the night for us. We are going to end things there. We hope to see you back here Saturday night for the Redemption iRacing Truck Series right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Before you head out, though, we've got a message from Larry McReynolds, and we want to show off our brand new outro video that our buddies over at Juicy Spider Studios made for us. You're not going to want to miss this. So nonetheless, I'm Blake Hutchinson in the booth. We appreciate you tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchison Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchinson Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
Coming out of turns 3 and 4. Chad White on the bottom. William Duff on the top. Checkered flag in the air. Who's going to win? It's William Duff. No, look out. He just junked it. Look out. Oh, my God. World's #1 streaming service. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. On the call tonight. On your feet. Off your seats. It's about to go green.